Energy talks are expected to dominate the visit of the Turkish president to Moscow. Abdullah Gul has come on the invitation of his Russian counterpart. Well, Medina Kochenova joins us live now with the details. Medina, so what's in store for these two leaders today?
Indeed, as you said, President Medvedev is due to meet his Turkish counterpart Abdullah Gul today at Kremlin, and this is the first visit by Turkish president, a former foreign minister, with his new presidential title. And indeed, energy cooperation is said to be the most important item in bilateral relations between Russia and Turkey. Russia is pushing forward for new routes to bring energy resources to Europe, and here Turkey is likely to participate in such projects. Many here expect that this very issue is going to top the agenda of the talks that's going to take place today. Meanwhile, Turkish President Abdullah Gul, ahead of his arrival to Russia, said that he is willing to diversify the ongoing cooperation on the field of energy during this very talks. However, not only trade relations are quite strong between the two countries. For many Russians, Turkey is one of the most popular destinations in terms of tourism. For many Russians find the culture and traditions of this country of a very great interest. And my colleague Oksana Boyka tried to take a closer look at other ties that connect the two countries. Let's have a look.
It started as a business venture that produced more than a bang for the buck. Turan and Rosa, both textile traders, met in Istanbul in the mid-90s. Today their family lives in Moscow and represents a curious matrimonial trend. Moscow women marry more Turkish men than any other foreigners.
Russian women are very beautiful. They are intelligent. They are also very hard-working. They can do any work. When a man has such a woman, he feels stronger. He can achieve anything he wants.
His wife, though, has a different take on the issue.
It's true that in Russia many women work hard and some of them are sole breadwinners, but I don't think they enjoy it. I think they turn to Eastern men for support and protection that they cannot always find in Russian men.
Thanks to this hard work on both sides, trade between Russia and Turkey has more than tripled in 4 years, making Moscow Ankara's largest trade partner. Turkish developers played a major role in the recent real estate boom in Russia, while Siberian gas delivered across the bottom of the Black Sea now accounts for 2/3 of Turkey's consumption.
It's the economy, not politics, that has driven relations between the two countries in the post-Soviet era. First was trade, everything else followed.
But what fueled the growth is now speeding the decline. The shopping mall in Moscow used to house many Turkish firms, but not any longer. Just 4 years ago, when the Turkish Prime Minister opened the shopping mall in Moscow, trade between Russia and Turkey was growing by 20 to 30% each year. Finding a lease here was a challenge, and cash registers just couldn't stop ringing. But these days, nobody dares to dream about growth. The main goal is just to stay afloat. The head of the Russian-Turkish business group says many Turkish companies were forced to slash their workforce and close their shops.
But they won't call it quits just yet. Everybody understands there are hard times ahead, but there is also hope that in a year or two, business will rebound.
While the economy is limping, political relations between Moscow and Ankara are probably at their highest level at the moment. In August of 2008, Turkey was one of the few NATO countries that didn't chastise Russia's involvement in South Ossetia, and that didn't go unnoticed by the Kremlin.
Turkey managed not to spoil relations with any side in the conflict. It provided humanitarian aid to both Georgia and South Ossetia, and it didn't join the chorus of sweeping criticism of Russian actions coming from some Western countries.
In times of plenty, many described relations between Russia and Turkey as a marriage of convenience. But now, in times of want, it seems that the two have developed, if not love, then at least consideration for one another. Oksana Boyka, RT, Moscow.